Hello there and welcome, my darling dragon friends. My name is Ariel, I am the Sassy Dragon, and today we are going to be talking about and smelling the new flanker from the Black Opium line by Yves Saint Laurent, and that would be Black Opium over Red. So this one, as you can see, has a very interesting bottle. I really like the way they did this. They kind of made it a semi-translucent red glass, and it's kind of smoked out, you know, from the center, so you can't completely see through it entirely. Well, actually you can if you put it through a bright light, but it takes a really bright light to see all the way through it. But it is the typical, you know, Black Opium style bottle, and they've just added the addition of that dark red glass, kind of a garnety color, very, very pretty. So I'm going to go ahead. I've already sprayed this a few times just to get, you know, the whiff of it, to get an idea of how long it lasts on me. Definitely smell the cherry right away. It is a cherry-topped fragrance. It's, you know, kind of almost, I'm sorry my camera is not coming into focus. I think it's arguing whether to focus on me or focus on the bottle. So this one was just released for 2024. We do have 4 different perfumers on this. We have Honorine Blanc, Natalie Lorson, Marie Salmonge, and Olivia Cresp. All of them have been involved with the Black Opium line since the very beginning, so they all have a lot of involvement in that fragrance. I love Honorine Blanc. She is the main perfumer on Killian Princess, which is a favorite of many people, including myself. So, you know, and Olivia Cresp, of course, needs an introduction. He is the creator of the original Mugler Angel. So, you know, these are people with a very, very good resume behind this scent. So the advertisement, you know, Black Opium over Red invites you to experience a quest for experimental pleasure, highly disruptive, profoundly artistic, and excessively fragrant. True euphoria. Ooh, it's promising quite a lot here. The fragrance unites Black Opium's classic signature with a new contrast for additional excitement. Top notes are going to be cherry, green mandarin. So you can definitely get that as soon as you spray it. You definitely smell the cherry in this, and I think it's a very nicely balanced cherry. It is not too tart, it is not too sweet. I would say it's a little more sweet than tart if I was going to lean either way. It's almost like a slightly less sweet maraschino cherry. You know, it's almost syrupy, but not quite for me. You know, anytime you're working with cherry, I think there's always a risk of it becoming like cough syrup-like, or, you know, cherry Kool-Aid or popsicle-like. Because of that, you know, cherry can be very screechy. But this one's pretty nice, I would say, you know, and I'm not really like a huge fan for or against cherry. I'm kind of neutral on it. So I think I'm a good person to kind of give a unbiased opinion on it. It's a nicely blended cherry. That's what I would say. I don't think it's too strong either way. You definitely get that vanillic undertone right away, and that lends to that more Black Opium, you know, where you've got the coffee, a little bit of that patchouli coming through. You've got the middle notes of jasmine, orange blossom, and black tea. The black tea addition is really nice. I can't say that it jumps out at me super, super strong, but I do like that they put that in there. That's pretty cool. Overall, this one does have kind of a moderate to soft sillage on me. It's not screechy, it's not super loud. So them saying this is a disruptive fragrance, not unless you spray a lot of it, and not unless you're spraying it right in front of people, because I think if you put this on, waited a half an hour to an hour to get where you're going, it's going to dry down and tone down quite a lot. It's not going to be overwhelming or screechy, especially if you spray it, you know, moderately. Because the cherry to me is not, it's strong at first, but then once it's worn just down, I mean, just from sitting here just for a few minutes while we're talking, it's already melding into the rest of the fragrance pretty nicely. It is very much there, and I would say that the cherry note does last throughout the perfume as I have, you know, been wearing it. But overall, it's very much still the original Black Opium. It really has that same fragrance to me. Just with the addition of the cherry, that's honestly the only thing that makes it a whole lot different. To me, it's a nice, soft, not quite powdery, but it has that sense about it. It's a little bit effusive. It's not sharp, right? It's not, something that, really punches you in the face or the nose. This is one that I think is good for, almost any occasion. I don't think it's wrong for any particular, maybe for workwear, you'd want to kind of just spray it very lightly. If you were wearing it around people that are super sensitive to fragrance. But overall, this is just a really nice take on Black Opium, because to me, this gives you almost the same scent experience as that, but it adds the cherry. So if you are a big cherry fan, if you really like that fruity addition, you're probably going to love this one. If that's not a big deal to you and you already like the original, you don't need to get this one too. That would be my feeling. But if you do love cherry, if you do love the addition of that, go right ahead and grab it, because it does have a really unique scent. And the way that, Yves Saint Laurent, it's just really the way that they shuffle these Black Opium flankers in and out of, being manufactured. It is a bit frustrating, because if you really get to like one, it may not last forever. So that's why I say, if you really want to experience Black Opium with the addition of some, nice balanced cherry on top, literally the cherry on top, go ahead and get it, because, this one may certainly go the way of many of their other flankers. My two favorites, I would say, of the flankers for Black Opium is the newest Le Perfume, that has a lot of vanilla, because I do love vanilla, so I really enjoy that one. And I also loved, I think it was called the Black Opium Intense. It had the blue bottle. They don't make that one anymore, so the only way you can get it is by looking on like FragranceNet or eBay to find an older bottle of it. But that's the only complaint I have about Yves Saint Laurent with the Black Opium line, is they tend to introduce them and then yank them away as soon as you've gotten to enjoy them. So if you want your Black Opium with a cherry on top, go ahead and get this one. It is a nice, well-balanced, moderate to light sillage, depending on your chemistry. I would say that it lasts pretty well. The longevity is decent. But once it's been wearing for an hour to 3 hours, it dries down really light on me. You really have to put your nose up against your skin to smell it. So if you want something that radiates really big, to me this is not the one. But I am someone that has never found any of the Black Opium fragrances to project super big on me. So I would say this is a moderate to light wear, and with the same on the radiation outward from you. All right, guys, as always, wonderful to see you. I'm sorry it's been so long since I have posted a review. I've been super busy. Last week I was sick, had a cold, so I've been waiting for my nose to clear out so I could really smell the fragrances. But I am getting back into it, and I have a whole big roster of perfumes that I am ready to review. So I look forward to seeing you soon, and I will talk to you then. Take care.